Today, we're kicking off a 3.5-week adventure and we are taking you across Australia and New Zealand.
This will be a 3-part series, and our first stop is in Melbourne.
We love planning trips, but we also like leaving a little bit of free time for things to happen that you don't expect, because sometimes we found the most memorable things when we travel are the unexpected things that just kind of naturally came about.
We got a little tip from a follower that Ballarat was a nice city to experience a large antique mall and also a nice wildlife park.
We're getting ready to take our first tram. We're headed to the train station, and then where are we off to?
We are off to Ballarat,
an old gold rush town.
There is a direct train from Melbourne to Ballarat, and it takes just over an hour to get there.
There's our train, 3A.
Ballarat is a historic gold mining town. It was first inhabited by the Wadawurrung Aboriginal Australians for the last 25,000 years. And in somewhat recent history, in 1851, gold was discovered near there, and it sparked the Victorian gold rush. Today, we are going to be looking for our own kind of treasure, visiting the Ballarat Vintage and Collectibles Market. And then we are going to check off one of Jesse's childhood dreams. We're going to go see the koalas.
These are beautiful. Frosted glass, there's 2 of them. Art glass, $1.95. It says check art glass.
This reminds me of my college days.
Oh yeah, your Harvard
my
days.
University days.
It'd be neat to get a gum tree painting. We both love the gum trees so much. Yeah. That one's really pretty too with the river.
Massive. I feel like we can be pseudo experts in judging size of trees based on where we live, because we have large trees. So I think saying that these gum trees are big,
yeah,
like coming from people like us,
from the Pacific Northwest, right? And near redwoods.
Yeah, we know what big trees look like.
I like this kitty. Look at this. Porcelain inkwell and pen holder. It's only $10. That would be so pretty to repurpose to hold makeup brushes or, you know, Q-tips. Just kidding. Makeup brushes. This is a gorgeous set of glasses. Look at these. The shape on them is so cool.
Makes it easier to hold.
Yeah, actually it does. It gives you a good grip. You're right. I just found a brush that's a boomerang shape. How funny. That's a fun bar. Oh my gosh.
It's a weird like fish thing.
Yeah, it's like a fake aquarium. It's got a really cool shape on it, and I love this section here, how it's open, but then you have a little ledge to put your drinks on. And it's only 250 Australian dollars. Whoa, we're loving all of this. All of this. Look at all this stuff. We got dollar horses. That is amazing. I've never seen this coffee pot before. Very cool design. Love, love.
The iPhone Shuffle is coming back.
Is it really?
I think younger kids are getting into the older stuff.
I know, I saw
And that's
Sony
older.
Cybershots
It's
are
kinda
already
weird.
back. And I have like 4 of them, I think. I need to get those out. This vase is really neat. It has a face on it. I'm gonna have to pull that out. I love that. $69 pottery vase, girl's face. That it is. Jesse, you gotta check out these kind of, I think 80s boomerang little dishes. There's a set of 2 of them. A little kangaroo with a swirl. That's kind of fun. Awesome, thank you so much. Going straight for the gold.
That's solid, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's fantastic. Isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah.
We'll take this. And we also want to get this Hawks magnet over here. Jesse's souvenir is a lot cheaper than mine.
It takes up a lot less space too.
And if you're worried about stuff fitting in your luggage, look at all the teeny tiny things that you can bring home with you. So many very cool antique small items here. That's a fun little tiki lamp.
Coconut shade.
Yeah, I like the coconut hair fringe on the bottom. That's so great. So this is the carved wood indigenous art that I was telling you about, that I was hoping to find here. It's Aboriginal, burnt wire. Isn't that beautiful? This bowl is so pretty. Here's one of the little critters. This one is 40 Australian dollars. One of the things I was looking for on this trip, $16. Oh, it's a cork, so it would come out. Oh my gosh, is this like a salt and pepper shaker? And the cork just kind of broke off maybe, but it would work for a flower bud vase, which is what I was looking for. Okay, I'm gonna put it back and I'm gonna wait for a vase because I don't think that cork comes out. So the other one might be a paperweight too, because that's what this one is from 1939. I'm gonna hold out for a vase. Oh my gosh, Koala bookends, 65 Australian dollars for the pair. Those are so cute.
I'm gonna have to get a couple packs of these 1992 stops, not tops, stops, Australian basketball swap cards. I have no idea what could be in there. I don't even know what kind of basketball it is. I'm
But you
assuming
gotta find out.
Australian League basketball, but I gotta get a couple of them.
Came back for it.
Koala encounter at about 1:25. You'll want to meet here at the encounter meeting point.
He's having his moment. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this one down here. He's just getting snacks. This one's taking a nap up here. just a man and his koalas. They are soft. They're not like a sloth at all. Oh my goodness. So if they smell the leaf and they don't like the scent, they're like, nope. Which one's a good one? Is that a good one?
I tried to pick the good ones. They like the real fresh parts. So I mean, I did try and choose the bits that I thought, you know, if I was a koala.
Yeah.
You gotta think like a koala. How much of this do they eat every day?
Oh, I googled this the other day because somebody else asked. I think it was a kilo.
Oh, his face is just so precious.
Kilos quite a bit when the weight of these.
Yeah, it's like not much. I mean, sleep for 20 hours, eat for the other bit. We've got a pretty good life.
So as many of you already know, snuggling a koala was Jesse's life dream. So although you can't snuggle koalas, there are very reputable places where you can gently pet them while they're busy and distracted eating their eucalyptus.
They seem to not care about anything that's going on except eating their leaves.
They actually are very picky eaters and they hand pick which leaf they want to eat. If there's a little spot on a leaf, they're like, nah, I'm gonna eat around that. It's really cute. What was it like snuggling a koala or gently petting a koala?
I was thinking it was going to be kind of bristly. It's a very soft koala. It was kind of surreal. I think as a kid, I've always looked at these animals and they were almost mythical because you don't see them anywhere. So it was very surreal to be able to actually be right next to one and pet its back while it was eating. I think it was really cool that it was a young koala that just became of age to be allowed to be pet. I think over a year old. To know that I was one of the first to touch that koala in its lifetime is something I'll cherish forever. Now that you've experienced multiple varieties of kangaroos, we need to know, what's your favorite roo?
I love all kangaroos. I am a little bit scared of the buff ones, the ones that look like they could box you. They're a little bit intimidating. If I had to pick a favorite between the two different species of kangaroos we saw, it has to be the Kangaroo Island kangaroos. They are so cute and cuddly, and they like to have their little chin scratched. The sanctuary we went to actually gives you kangaroo food, specially made for them in their diet. And you just put your hands out and the kangaroos will hop over to you and eat it right out of your hands. And then you go like this, and they like to have their chin scratched. Kangaroo Island kangaroos, they're a little bit smaller, they're less buff, and they're super, super sweet. Tassie Devils, who knew? Probably a lot of people, but not us. I can see why they're called Tasmanian Devils.
You know the Looney Tunes character, Tasmanian Devil? Yeah. I always thought I heard that that was some sort of weird exaggeration, that they were nothing like that. They definitely sound like that.
They're intense.
They seem like they got an attitude all the time.
They sound scary. I'm not gonna lie. If I encounter one in the wild, I would be scared of it and I'd be like, run from that little Tassie Devil.
They were looking for a fight. I didn't want to stick around to see exactly what was gonna happen.
Me neither. We We are headed to the Camberwell Market right now to do our meetup here in Melbourne, and we're so excited.
It's another beautiful day here.
These are cute with the little Portuguese rooster.
That totally looks like a beer bottle.
It does, but it's made out of wood. So I've heard that there's actually a lot of woodworkers here in Australia. Is that true?
That looks like red gum, the really deep, rich
It's very pretty.
colour. Bird of New Zealand, flightless bird.
Hopefully we'll see one.
Candle holder.
Yeah, carved in New Zealand.
Made in Japan. How much for this wooden vase?
$10.
$10. Oh wow, that is so much heavier than I thought it would be. So the little carved wooden critters.
I'm not sure what that
I
is.
don't know, but it's cute. Blackwood.
Mullumbimby.
Made in Australia. I might have to find out how much that is. Oh, it actually sits like this.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Look at this stuff. Cute little critters carved on everything. $10? You said 10 for the clock.
Oh, that's cool.
I like it. It's a really unique shape. Let's do that. Oh, wow. I've never seen a basket made of lavender sauce before. I have that exact mirror. Look at all this brass. Let's find one perfect piece. Some beautiful, beautiful Japanese and Chinese and Asian antiques here. You might need to find out how much that is. Is it heavy?
Yes.
$20 for that. Oh my. I hope Wendy gets it. And how much is this frame? $5? Okay, I'll take this. The meetup was an absolute blast. Huge shout out to everybody who came out and said hi and had fun chatting with us. We had the best time. Right. You never know what to expect when we kind of just throw it out there. Hey, we're doing a meetup. We were blown away with how many people turned up and how much fun we had.
I was blown away with the number of people who came out. I don't think we knew if there's going to be like 5 people who showed up to say hi, but we really, really, really appreciate everyone that showed up, that said hi, that took time out of their day, even took hours out of their day to maybe travel to Melbourne to meet us at this market. It really meant a lot to us. We really felt welcomed. So big thank you to everyone who came out to see us at Camberwell Market. We really, really, really appreciate you.
Yeah, you mean the world to us. You know us through the screen. We share our lives with you. It's so fun for us when we get that in return, when we get to hear your stories, how you became a reseller, what do you collect, why do you watch our videos, you know, where do you love to travel to? We had people like Lauren and Nat who flew from Adelaide all the way to come and see us. We had people that took trains and drove hours to come and see us. So we are so grateful for you. You just totally made our day. Now, I will say, we didn't really shop at the market.
No.
We got there about a half an hour early before the meetup to kind of start poking around. We found a couple really cool things almost immediately. And then it was like, bam, time. We were chit-chatting and I never even saw the market. I would say 90% of the market I didn't film or experience, but it sure looked good.
We kind of shut down the market like during the meetup. I think they were packing up as we were packing up. There's definitely something to go back for there next time.
Absolutely.
It had potential, we could tell.
We are 100% coming back, hopefully very soon, and hopefully we're going to be bringing some of you with us. And the Camberwell Market is definitely going to be on that list of stops. We're about to check out our first savers in Australia. $3.99. There's 2 of them. I kind of want to see if they're signed underneath, but I don't want to rip that off, but I also do. We've heard there's lots of handmade artisan studio pottery, especially in places like Adelaide that are kind of known for it. There's lots of local artisans in those areas. So we're hoping we're going to see a lot of it here at the stores in Melbourne too. The pricing's good. They have these here too. Now this is something we don't see very often. We don't see ceramics made in Vietnam back home. That's not that common. We see a lot of Japanese ceramics, a lot of Chinese ceramics, not a lot made in Vietnam. For being such a big city, I'm surprised the pricing's really good. It's lower than back home, honestly, it is. I think we just saw a different color of this same cup yesterday when we were out. $4.99 for the whole set. Holy cow.
Yeah, and it's got the little hand
it's not
grippers.
Gonna slip. Too bad we don't need this though. It's not the right color. Wedgwood out of England. It's $24.99 for 8 pieces. So that's just for the cups and saucers. $74.99 for 19 pieces.
That's interesting that they priced it separately.
You know, it kind of makes sense because some people might just be looking for the coffee mugs and saucers. Beautiful stuff. I was so hoping that I would find a piece of this, and here it is, our first thrift store. I already found a piece of it. So this is made out of the gum tree bark. That's so crazy, $3.99. We're gonna get this. This isn't gonna be the one we keep for us forever, but this will be one of our giveaways. I'll probably reframe it in a nicer solid wood frame. I love to buy textiles when I'm traveling because they double as packing materials. This is interesting. Oh my gosh, it's got little teddy bears. If they were koalas, I might be getting them. This smells like silk. Let's see how much this is. $4.99. Made in France, 100% all silk. That's gonna go home with us. Our first Savers find. Oh no, is that stained? Oh shoot, maybe it's not. Here's the brand name on it. They might be able to come out, but not sure. Even the clothing is really reasonably priced. Ours are like $12.99, $9.99. $4.99 for all 6 of them. Lots of good clear glass. What does that one say? It's made in Sweden? Let's pull that sucker out.
It's heavy. Holy smokes.
It's beautiful. $4.99? Yeah, it's made in Sweden. Let's look that brand up and see if that might be newer or older. Kind of going nuts over this clear glass here. We've got this from Italia, Finland, this from Sweden. Jesse's looking at the value on that one right now. I didn't plan on bringing large glass items home.
Right. Well, candle holder is like $30 or so.
Okay, so the value is not super high.
No.
This was kind of all over the board. I saw some for $250 and I saw some for $150, so I'm not sure. Somebody come get it. He's coming on our trip to Australia.
This is Thailand.
That says Thailand?
Yeah.
Really? I would never have guessed that.
I don't think it's this
No, it's not the
Same,
same as
no.
this, because I found this exact pattern, but boy, it sure looks similar in some
This
ways.
is just a
Still.
knockoff.
Oh, these are gorgeous too. $4.99 for the set of 5. Man, I'm liking this, Melbourne. It's a cool wavy bowl. It's new, $4.49. It's kind of fun. Also kind of looks like a coffee filter.
It does.
Salt and pepper? What is that?
You don't know what salt and pepper is?
No, made in China. Definitely new. November. Oh, 2014. That was actually a decade ago.
Over a
I mean, I know the
decade ago.
band Salt and Pepper.
I'm having moments on this trip where I forget I'm in Australia and then I hear someone talk with an accent and I go, oh, that person's from Australia. And then I realize I'm in Australia.
Handmade in Australia. Keep out of direct sunlight. That's pretty cool. Look at this little weed pot vase. It's just a little bud flower vase, but it's kind of cool with the angles.
It's the black.
It might have been a candle holder, possibly, and it could have got burned. $6.99.
Their website is stample.blogspot.com.
So it's not that old because it has a website.
But still, Blogspot. I mean, that is
It's been a while.
probably 2008.
This is beautiful. Kira Bradley, maybe? Might have to bring that one home. $16.99. Must be a known artist. This is nice, a little pine needle basket or some kind of a woven needle basket, $3.99. I like that. I wish it would be one of those lavender ones like that one we saw. That one was really neat. So light shade, or is it the top to like a steamer maybe? Or just a bowl with a hole? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, is it the top to like a cake pan or something?
Yeah, where it would be like this. You could even have steam coming out the hole. So I looked this up, and it's by an Australian artist, Jan Lewis, and it was most likely done in the 80s. It seems like that's when a lot of her pottery was done. It's very beautiful. It's $30 though, and it's very heavy, and I don't know if the value is there because it looks like her pieces don't sell for a lot more than that online, but it's got a really cool design on it. No way, it's the short version of the glasses we were just looking at the others they were.
I'm starting to think they're pretty common here in Australia.
They could be. I'm starting to think that Australia is good for glassware. Oh, it's got a chip on it. Capite Monte, Italy.
African Lion Safari, Canada.
$19.92.
Good job, Jeanette.
Do I need a theme with my art that I'm picking up here? I know some of you would be losing your minds right now. $3.99. Found a back room. We thought that was it. There's more. Coast to coast home. body painting for only $25.
Night fever.
Nice entrance. Salt and peppers, but they're like shells. What? So cool. $20 for the pair. Oh my, that is gorgeous. How fun would this coat be to wear? Jesse just got very excited.
Oh, look at this.
$440 sold as is.
Isn't that pretty?
You can put it in your Melbourne flat you're gonna get.
That's right. Oh, well, I guess we should buy it then and store it.
Might as well just put it in storage.
$1970s new old stock from Florence 3D cat poster.
It's hard to pick up on camera, but the cat is three-dimensional. Can you see it a little bit more now?
One little chin scratchy.
I am your biggest fan girl. I am your biggest fan girl. I can't believe it.
Look at this vase. What is that? A little dirty inside. $15.99. Tasmanian pine. Another thing from Canada. Why am I so drawn to clear glass today? It's like all I've been picking up. This thing is awesome.
Ceramic copper?
I don't know what it is. Is that copper?
Ceramic copper.
It's ceramic copper. It's copper colored ceramics. Final answer. That's amazing. So it's from gum tree bark?
Yeah, there's a type of tree called a paper bark, and it literally peels off like paper. And I reckon that's what that is. This anyway, the background.
Potosi. So here's a small little vase. This one's 75 Australian dollars and the beautiful ram is 325. There's some fantastic Scandinavian pottery too.
Okay, we're looking for the Potosi Koala piggy bank. I think that's our goal for this trip.
So my personal goal is actually a beautiful painting with gum trees, but smaller, even smaller than this. I'm thinking maybe half of the size of this. My goal is to mat it differently than the way these have been matted, and I actually want a smaller piece with a lot of matting around it. That's the goal, but I'll do that at home, so it will be easier to put in the luggage. This is insane. I can't believe the size and the quality of vintage in this small.
Nice metal detectors.
Oh my gosh, let's get both of them and we can go metal detecting. We can go back to Ballarat and go find some gold. Let's do it. I'm in. This is beautiful. 49 Australian dollars. This is an interesting painting. Kind of weird, but kind of awesome. A Bellini bowl. And look at this. Isn't this beautiful with the trees painted on the vase? What is this beauty? Made in Austria. Pretty big chip on the side. I don't see a price on it.
Look at that. My mom would love a little Magnum PI set of cards.
What about the
I'll tell you
Teenage
that.
Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, I think she was more into the Magnum PI.
Jurassic Park, Batman. We found the root of the music. Here's another vendor with so much art. She's a beaut. 1960s, Swedish. Maybe we'll find one of those in Sweden.
Are we gonna find this stuff?
I hope so. We're sure gonna try. Look at this. I'm sorry. I know the reflection's not good when it's a glass case, but look at that decanter. Even the telephone's cool. This space, I love all the shapes on everything. This is so cute. It looks like a mini ice bucket, little wooden dish. There's so much handmade wooden items here. It's incredible. Obsessed with this Peruvian mirror. Not a bad price. That's only 75 Australian dollars. I like this one because it reminds me of last night. What do you think of this one? It's not necessarily that old.
Watercolor?
Yeah. Oh, the castle. That reminds me of last night.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
I was like, I don't remember
now,
that
if there's
part.
an abandoned
Where was
building, that
Was
one's
your
kind of
dream
cute
last
too.
night?
Yeah, the colors on that are
Yeah.
pretty because we've had some kind of stormy skies. I'm gonna say something I've never said before. These glasses are sexy.
Great.
Not a word I use to describe.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have to put a parental warning label on this video.
They're just lovely.
Lovely, you just picked that up in the last few days, huh?
Yeah, I'm being influenced. $55 for the set. Look at this on this tag. They drew the glasses and they added those little patches.
Wow, that's next level tagging for
L2,
vintage booth.
nicely done.
Look at this
L2.
one.
No, did they do it on all of them? I love this seller. We're gonna have to find out if they have Instagram.
They're right there.
And they do. Afterglow_modern.
Well done.
Well done.
Brilliant, as they say.
Legend.
Legend.
Artisan Signs, Molly Root. That beauty is coming home for the bookshelf. This was an almost. It is so beautiful, but it is not a painting. The colors are so pretty, and you won't believe how cheap it is. Only 15 Australian dollars. I just set it down and I can't do that. One of you is going to want this so bad. I can't leave it here. I wasn't gonna buy for resale on this trip, but for you, I will. This painting has a Van Gogh thick texture on it. It's amazing.
So I have the rest of the canister set and this $2.
Amazing. Something we hear all the time, it's not specific to Australia, is, oh, we don't have as good of thrifts as you, or we don't have as good of shopping as you, and our stores aren't very big. Waverley Antiques is huge. Are you kidding me?
That's like a Costco of antique stores.
It absolutely is. Look, I know the pricing is not the same as an op shop, but I found the pricing to actually be quite reasonable. And they had some amazing vintage and really, really well curated vendors.
We ran through that store as fast as we could. I tried to film the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
just
you
to
did the
show
time
you
lapse.
how big it is. I think people were looking at me like, why is this guy running through the store? But it's okay.
He's American, just ignore him.
They're like, look at what's that tourist doing? It was a massive store.
So when we were down here on Sunday for the market, Salvo's, the Salvation Army, was closed because it was Sunday, but we came back. So we're gonna go check this out now. This is kind of neat, $25. We actually just found another op shop just across the street we're going to check out. It's $40 for a 13-piece set, made in England. This is very classy. It's not our style, but I really do like it. Oh, weird. It's a resin. Feel it. It's kind of interesting. a loose leaf tea, put it in here, put your hot water in it, set it over your mug. It's super easy to get to the market and also this antique center. You can see this is the train station. So this is the train that we actually took in. And there is the beautiful antique center we're headed to. Cool place. Nothing for us, but wow, they have amazing, mostly Victorian antiques in there.
It's a good place to walk through and learn something. You might see some stuff you haven't seen before and learn a new pottery name and notice that it's valuable.
Yeah, for sure. I really love Art Nouveau and Art Deco. It's not something we have a lot in our home and it's not something I sell a ton of, but I have such an appreciation for it. They had some really, really neat collections where the entire case was a collection. So that was pretty cool to see. It's fun just heading around by trains and trams in the city.
Saves you a ton of money.
Ton of money. Now we are headed to the Chapel Street Bazaar, which is just a little ways away from the train station. So we have to walk 8 minutes.
I'm wearing a Vinnie's.
We just walked in. I didn't even look at the sign. I just saw used goods and went straight into the store. Sea turtle, $6. Back on track, headed to Chapel Street Bazaar. After Chapel Street, I think we're gonna go over to this place. This looks like it has potential. This is gonna be good. I have a really good feeling about this because it says fabulousness right there. I've entered Australian heaven. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm gonna be here for hours. You gotta look at this. From 1915, that Omega watch, 850 Australian dollars. This Bellini vase is so amazing. It's 395 Australian dollars. It's kind of hard to see it. Here, I'll get close for you. Look at the coloring on this. Stunning. I cannot express the scale of how much stuff is in this store. Unbelievable.
This Citizen watch right here It's got digital on it. See the one? It's like, it looks 80s-ish to you?
Which one? The far left?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a little surprised. $360 Australian.
And then we can get no taxes on it
Ooh, that's true.
because it's 300. I'm really after Hamilton PSR watch, which is like the first digital watch ever made.
How much would it cost if you found it like retail?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we'll try to find it and we'll find
used
out.
like 800 or something.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, it's a dream watch.
That's like my Vitosi, so you gotta
it's
just keep
something-
looking and maybe one day it'll be at a garage sale or an estate sale.
Exactly. If we lived here,
That's amazing.
ooh, if we lived here,
Oh my goodness. Love the two of them together too.
I should just buy all the furniture now.
Put it in storage and then we'll get the flat. I'll take this mirror too. This necklace is from 1830. Here's a hand-painted kookaburra on porcelain. These lantern lamps are so fabulous. $300 for the pair. Beautiful.
Chapel Street Bazaar was also another very full antique store. It took us a long time to go through all the jewelry. There was a ton of jewelry and a lot of watches, and I'm kind of getting into watches lately. I haven't really bought any, but I'm definitely looking at a lot of them. So I feel like we would need hours to go through that store piece by piece to really be able to see everything that's in there because of how loaded it was with small items.
Like things were just packed in there, but not to the point where you can't walk around
No.
or you'll knock stuff over. I loved that store so much. We didn't buy much. I just bought one piece of jewelry for myself. Let me show you it. I found this beautiful sterling silver cuff. I believe it is Etruscan revival and it was made during the Victorian era. Since we were not sourcing on this trip, we were just looking for a few treasures for ourselves, a few treasures to do giveaways for you because we did want to bring you back something. Most importantly, though, we were scoping and we were doing research on where we want to bring a group to, and Chapel Street Bazaar is definitely going to be top of that list. We got to do something that was so unexpected and so darn exciting for us. If you're wondering why we're just sticking our hands in the screen, we made our own sterling silver rings pretty much from scratch.
I mined the silver. No.
We did go to a gold town.
We were fortunate to have an experience with Tall Tree Studios, and Helen there was amazing.
Absolutely
We were
amazing.
able to experience a ring making workshop. So we got to hammer out our own rings, shape them, polish them.
I have been dreaming about this day since I was a kid.
A big wide finger.
He needs extra
Extra
material.
material. That's
Your
all right.
ring's more expensive then.
Got our safety goggles, safety first.
When it comes back, it's down here, and then when we push forward, it goes all the way up. That's how we get the tension. It's this sort of like, so it's like a guitar string or a violin string. It has to be stretched. what we do is we put our index finger behind on the half round there, and then we just press gently. Then move it along and just press gently. Move it along, just press gently. Okay, and we keep doing that to try and make a circle into that.
It was a fantastic experience. Helen was such a good teacher, and she was patient with us, trying to hammer it out.
For me, as someone who loves jewelry, wears jewelry all the time, sells jewelry, I think it was really important for me to actually get my hands to work and see the skill and the craft and the time that it takes to make jewelry. This is the most simplest ring possible, and I found it very difficult to do. So I'm leaving Australia with a new appreciation for jewelry making. Huge shout out to Helen at Tall Tree Studio. Thank you so much for having us. We really enjoyed our workshop, and this will actually be one of our favorite souvenirs from this trip.
We got 2 new keepsakes, and what's better than ones that we got to make ourselves?
A huge shout out to Localing Tours for taking us on a very special and very impactful tour in Melbourne.
We had the opportunity to visit the Koala Heritage Trust and go on an Aboriginal walk and learn a lot about the area through the view of Aboriginals.
It's really incredible how they took these folklore tales, turned them into these beautiful stories, and there was knowledge hidden in those stories. And they passed those stories down generation after generation. They actually used their stories to teach what foods they could eat, how to process foods that had a poison in them so that they then could ingest them, how to navigate to water holes, how to get halfway across Australia without losing your way, making sure that you had water along the way. And that is how they survived. Jesse, you've always wanted to see how a didgeridoo is played. What were your thoughts?
Impressive. My thoughts on playing that instrument is impressive. I didn't realize the skill it took to play. The breathing is the most impressive thing about playing the instrument. You need to keep the sound and the tone going while also having to breathe, because breathing is important. You don't want to pass out while you're playing the didgeridoo. So being able to inhale while exhaling and keeping that going, I can't even begin to fathom how to do something like that. It was also fascinating to hear the different sounds that they were making to mimic other animal sounds. It really did sound like those animal sounds.
The life story blanket was probably my favorite artifact that we were shown because, again, I love storytelling. I think that's something that is a very important part of life and just humanity all around the world. We've always told stories. So I love that that connects all of us. This was the first time I'd ever heard of a life story blanket. And so essentially what they did was they made these beautiful blankets out of possum fur. One side had the hide, and that would keep you cool in the summer months. And then you would turn it the other direction and have the possum fur on you during the winter, the colder months, to keep you warm. But what was so unique about this blanket is that each panel was added over your life. So when you're little, you just got this little tiny blanket. And as you get older and more life happens, you add panels to it and you decorate these panels with paint and stitching to tell that chapter of your life. So as you age, you have a larger blanket, and when you pass, you are buried in your blanket with your life story. I just think that's the circle of life, and it's such a beautiful way to celebrate probably the hard parts in life, that you overcame obstacles, but also the beautiful parts of life, and you just have the entire story there with you in a physical item that you take to your grave. I'm honored to have gotten to learn about this. Again, a huge thank you to the Koori Heritage Trust and Localing Tours for showing us and teaching us this experience. Melbourne is a cool city. We are obsessed with it. We love it. We kind of want to move there and live there maybe someday in our life. At least spend more time there.
I loved the little laneways and the little, we call them alleys back home, but they're laneways here. Don't say alley, that you'll get laughed at. You will get roasted out of Melbourne. But the laneways were really interesting because they all had these little cafes, and the cafe culture that's going on in Melbourne is amazing. We even found a little Japanese restaurant to have dinner, and we had to walk down this laneway, and we had to walk through other little restaurants and seating areas. It felt to me like it was back in Tokyo.
It did.
Like in the little Golden Guy area or something like that.
It's a beautiful city. It's vibrant. The laneways are filled with art, and it's not seen as graffiti. It's seen as a celebration of voice and art. And we get that. We're from Portland, so we really get that. I really loved the cafe culture in Melbourne. I wish we would have had more time because I could have spent every morning, a slow morning, sipping on a Melbourne Magic coffee and just like easing my way into the day. You might be wondering why in that giant antique store filled with amazing things we didn't buy much stuff. Unfortunately, we are very, very restricted on our luggage. Australia, New Zealand, you have the most restricted weight restrictions I've ever seen traveling anywhere in the world.
The weight restrictions, especially on the domestic flights that are within Australia, where you're limited on your check-in, but not just that, you're also limited on your carry-on weight. They actually will weigh your bag before you get on the plane to make sure it's under 7 kilograms.
Which is 15 pounds. And our laptops, drones, and cameras already way over that. So we were very restricted on this trip, and we actually have a total of, I believe, 6 internal flights for this adventure. This is a research trip because we will be coming back with a group of you. So we are scoping out stores and flea markets and figuring out where we want to bring our travelers to when we come back. But I promise at the end of this series, we actually have quite a haul because in New Zealand, we are less restricted for our flights home. Right now, let me go ahead and take out and show you the ones that we got in Melbourne. So in Ballarat, we went to the Ballarat Antique Centre, and that was thanks to a tip from a follower.
I am going to start with my cabinets. I want to swap these around a bit, a crate of stuff, in hopes that Laura and Jessie come to visit us here in Ballarat.
And it just so happened that she had something in her space that I fell in love with. Look at this incredible mid-century brass Etruscan horse. It was my first find in Australia.
It's really cool. I don't think we've seen one before ever.
No.
I've never seen anything like that.
Me neither.
There's kind of different variations of these after doing some research. We've never seen one back home.
I actually found a Chinese artist who made some very similar horses.
That might make a little more sense being that we're in Australia and our proximity to Southeast Asia and China. That might be why it's something that may be more common here.
I still need to do more research on it and find out for sure if it's just a replica, if it was based off an ancient Etruscan horse. We're not sure, but we think it's so fantastic and it's gonna go on our bookshelf and live there forever, or at least until our estate sale. Something I had on my list to find here in Australia was some beautiful Aboriginal art. And I found this beautiful wooden bowl. It has all of this beautiful design on it. And I'm actually not sure if this is supposed to be a shell of a critter, because I have seen some where they are in 2 pieces, where there's the animal that sticks out underneath and then a separate piece for a shell. I'm gonna use it as a bowl back at home. I was really hoping to find some Aboriginal artwork in Australia. So this is the perfect find.
I got some Australian basketball trading cards from 1992. You know how much I like to just blow my money on cards that have zero value for some reason, but it's nostalgia from the past. As a child, I used to collect trading cards. It's unique to have some Australian basketball cards. I guarantee I know none of the players in here probably. An experience that I like to do when we travel is I like to catch a sporting event, like a local sporting event, or maybe a concert or a show. Rob with Best in Travel was kind enough to take us to a footy match.
It was
an
so
AFL
fun.
game. Never seen it before. I knew nothing about it.
Still know nothing.
I've learned a little bit about it. There's some amazing athletes. They are running.
It's like soccer in a way that they're putting in miles, like a marathon, I think, every night.
That's like a full-on sprint run. There's no jogging. Everyone's sprinting and the ball's going all over. It was a blast to see just kind of the local sporting culture and to see how serious they take it. We went to a preseason game, so I think it was a little relaxed, but I hear that some of these games can get crowds of 100,000 people. Rob is a Hawthorne Hawks fan, and we found this magnet also at the Ballarat Antique Mall. We have a garage fridge that has a few little magnets from our travels. It'll be a nice little keepsake for that.
So even though we didn't do a ton of shopping at the Camberwell Market, I did pick up this adorable little clock that's in kind of an abstract shape of Australia. It's Australian made out of black wood and it is so adorable. This is going to go to our bookshelf at home. This was another item that I got at the Camberwell Market. I got this for only $5 Australian. I believe that this was made in India. It's all hand painted, and I think I'm gonna put my Taj Mahal photo and frame it in this beautiful frame. I was on the hunt for one of these bark art pieces after I learned about them. They're made with the gum tree bark that peels off. Unfortunately, I didn't find the perfect one for our home, but I couldn't pass this up when we found this at the op shop because I wanted to do a giveaway and make sure that you were able to get some of the treasures here from Australia. In part 3 of our series, we're going to give you all of the details for our upcoming giveaway, which will include this along with several other really fantastic items. I got this single earring at one of the savers. It's just a single earring, but I thought it was so pretty that I could turn it into a simple pendant necklace. Here is another Australian gum tree art piece. This one's also going to be coming to our giveaway. Again, you'll learn more about that on leftcoastrevivals.com, and we'll go over exactly how it's going to work in our part 3 episode. One of the things I really wanted to find in Australia was handmade wood items because they have different species of trees here. I love live edge and I thought this one was perfect. It was a little bit modernist, a little bit rustic, and perfect to bring into our home. It says on the bottom that it is Australian mallee root and it is signed by the artist. And I picked up this nice little pine needle basket at one of the thrift op shops. Since we were headed to the Great Barrier Reef, I wanted a nice little sun hat, so I got this little woven bucket hat and a beautiful scarf. On this trip, we have very limited time. 3.5 weeks might sound like a lot of time, but when you're trying to see so many locations, sightseeing, thrifting, antiques, and of course the animal encounters, time is limited. We had several places we wanted to get to that we unfortunately could not yet on this trip, but that's okay because we're gonna come back. One of the places we did not get to was the amazing mill markets in Daylesford. They actually have 2 locations. They have another one outside of Melbourne. We are coming back and hopefully soon, and we're gonna hit those next time.
This country is massive. There's no way you can even scratch the surface in just the 3 weeks that we've been over in this area. It's gonna require more time. We're forced to come back. That's too bad.
You've now navigated through Paris, through Germany, through the Tokyo subway system. What are your thoughts on the transportation in Australia?
The public transportation is amazing here. It is easy to use. It's not expensive. We last minute decided we were going to go to Ballarat. I think it was a Friday, and we decided, hey, tomorrow we have nothing to do. Let's go to Ballarat, which is about an hour or so away. We easily just looked up, got a train ticket, went to the train station, jumped on a train, and rode it out there and back. It was so easy to get around to different areas. A car can help, but you don't need a car in the city. We took trams in Melbourne. We took city buses in Sydney. We took trams in Sydney as well. Everything was super easy to navigate, and obviously Google Maps plays a big part in that. Uber also is a great option here, although it's a little bit spendier than taking public transport. If you're on a time crunch, it's going to be faster. So there's some payoff there.
We spent so much time at the antique stores that we ran out of time for op shopping. There are so many op shops around Melbourne. I had over 50 op shops saved that I was hoping to visit on this trip. Unfortunately, we only got to about 5 savers, but they were really good. I think the very first one, we found some Scandinavian glass, some Finnish glass, some really cool stuff that we don't see back at home.
We were finding quite a bit, I felt like, of the Scandinavian glass, and it was pretty surprising to us. We really just touched on the very top of the thrifting scene in Melbourne. There's so much deeper we can go.
There's streets that there are 10 op shops just on that one street. We didn't have time. Even with a week in Melbourne, it flew by and we couldn't fit it all in.
It was fun popping around that day. We had a car for the day, so we were able to hit as many as we could kind of across town, and we got to also just see the town more as you're driving through it. It was a great day. It's super expensive to ship.
Super duper expensive to ship from down under.
We looked at pricing on what if we brought an empty full-size suitcase and we filled that suitcase and then we shipped that home. No, that's like $800, and it would take 40 days to get home.
And we couldn't take it on our flights with us because it's over $100 per flight, and we had 6 more flights, so each extra luggage was going to be another $600. The most cost-effective way that we actually found was for us to leave luggage in Melbourne, flown back from Auckland just to pick up our luggage and bring it back to Auckland, because our flight home from Auckland is with Delta, so we have status with them and our credit card with them, so we can have up to 3 free checked luggages each. If you're interested in learning more about how that works, I will put the link to our favorite credit card in the description below. If you have the combination of that credit card and status with Delta, that's what gets you the 3 free checked luggages each. So we were heavily restricted on this flight, which was a little bit hard, but also I just kept telling myself, I can't wait to bring people back here because I saw so much good stuff. When we host our group trip here, we are not going to have as tight of restrictions. We promise. We're going to be building that into the trip. We're going to figure it out for you, so you don't have to worry about that. That'll all be included in the group trip.
I think we'll charter a plane.
Private jet.
Yeah, we'll just hire a FedEx plane.
Don't think that's going to be cheaper. So you already know we host international group travel, but not everybody knows who our partner is that we do these trips with.
We work with Best in Travel, who is an Australian Melbourne-based company. We were very excited to have our first face-to-face encounter with the team that we've been working with, making all these incredible trips that we get to experience with you all.
We love the Best in Travel team. It has been an absolute blast partnering and working so closely with them over the last 2 years. There's nothing quite like meeting the people that you work with in person. We talk with them almost daily about our group trips. There's so many communications and things that happen behind the scenes before the trip ever even launches.
It was just nice to meet them in person, and it really just kind of felt like old friends. We appreciate them very much for showing us around their city and treating us like family.
When you find those right people to work with, you keep those relationships, and we are looking forward to hosting group trips and partnering with Best in Travel for many, many years to come. Well, Melbourne, we love you. We absolutely love you.
It is one of my favorite cities I've ever visited, to be honest. From the moment we stepped off that plane and we got into downtown in the CBD, as they call it, it just felt so easy. It just felt right. It's hard to explain it. You just know it when you feel it. It just had everything that I look for in a city. The people were great, the food was great, the coffee was great, and it's kind of the sports hub of Australia.
And while it has all the sports for you, it has all the antiques for me. I feel like Melbourne is maybe the vintage capital of Australia. There were so many good spots, and there's still so many more that I want to go to when we come back. Thank you so much for joining us for part 1 of our Australia and New Zealand series. This trip has been everything we thought it would be, and a lot more. And we can't wait to share the next 2 parts with you here very soon.
And make sure you're subscribed to this channel to make sure you're not missing any of those next episodes that come out.
I'll put the little subscribe thing right there. Thank you for joining us on our adventures down under, and we will see you in part 2 soon.